Welcome back, guys. How are we doing? We've read a handful of this book and things are starting to heat up a little bit, which is fantastic. So, just to do a quick recap before we dive in, we have covered the preface introduction and have studied two of the pillars of perception, which are discipline of perception and recognizing your power. Now, on to steady your nerves, is what we're going to be talking about today. The chapter within the book Obstacle is a Way by Ryan Holiday. So let us dive in. So, who we are going to be studying in this chapter is Mr. Ulysses S. Grant. And so, this is going to be kind of a shorter chapter in comparison to others, but I still think it delivers a good message. So, in terms of perception and being able to, in terms of perception, being able to steady your nerves is everything. Focused yet calm, showcasing the ability to see clearly when chaos approaches. When we are rattled by emotions, we leave the platform of logic and move far too quickly. The steady and the calm navigate the stormy waters the best. So, what I'm going to kind of mention here is we have in general the theme of disciplining our perception, which is more so a learned skill, right? This takes time and it's a process to go through life. And then formally recognizing your power was another big pillar, right? Where we're really realizing that no matter what happened to us, we can always kind of keep the reservoir of our minds, our thoughts, our beliefs, and all that good stuff. This is more of an inaction while we're basically handling the obstacle. So more like a game time play. And with that, in general, you want to remain more logical so you can see things for how they are. But as you're going through the event and the obstacle, focusing on steadying your nerves. I'm going to flip over to the book here for just a second. So don't forget, there are always people out there looking to get you. I know it's kind of sounds crazy a little bit, but they want to intimidate you. They want to rattle you. They want to call you names, this and that, however you provoke them. Pressure or pressure you into making a decision before you've gotten all the facts. They want you to think and act on their terms and not yours. So the question is, are you going to let them? We aim high, when we aim high, pressure and stress come along for the ride. Stuff is going to happen that catches us off guard. It threatens and scares us, surprises us, XYZ. The risk of being overwhelmed is always there. Talent is not the most sought after characteristic within these moments. Grace and poise are, because there are two attributes preceding to an opportunity to deploy all other skills. And what he is essentially telling us within this specific portion is, again, we can have all the proper training in our mind and in our physical, but the best thing when you're in action, and you can see this with great athletes or great performers, is that even when the pressure is at the most high and people are yelling names at them, people are trying to rattle them, all these things, they have the ability to steady their nerve and have the grace and the poise that comes through first. And really kind of the tactic of that is taking things slowly and steadily and not trying to kind of ramp up. I know this is a short one, so we'll keep it short. A couple other notes here from this. So let's see here. Sorry, just to backtrack a little bit. So grace and poise are, because these attributes precede the opportunity to deploy any other skill, and serenity, I would also end there, are not weak and sensitive. This is another good point for the men out there, especially. Point out there for the men, especially. Being graceful, poised, and serene is not weak or sensitive because, again, we're deploying this before any other things. Though the way through may be tough or even frightening, we are ready to engage, to program our mind to say we are collected, we are serious, and we are committed. And I love that so much because as human beings, obviously we have emotions, and these emotions can get the best of us, unfortunately, as we're handling life, whether for good, for bad, or for different. But in this case, as obstacles are coming up, and yet being able to really kind of hone in that we are these things, right? We're collected. We tell ourselves, like Nick, we're collected, we're committed, and we're serious. And we're programming that inner dialogue as we go back to recognizing our power to say, All right, we're going into the midst of the chaos. We're going to steady our nerve and not let all this kind of ramped up stuff get to us. So, kind of a quick hitter there and more of an in play move, if you will, for steady your nerves. But hopefully you enjoyed it. It was a quick read. And let's keep reading, guys.